Bam, what is up with the squad? It's your favorite Auntie with Uncle Tennessee's in the building with MJLover23, Mr. Lover. Big Daddy Long Dong himself.
Yeah, dude.
Big Daddy Long Dong himself. What is good? What's going on?
That
Weekend edition. We are here. What's going on, fam? What's going on?
Stroke the street, trying to make ends meet.
Yeah. Even on the recorded show, you understand? That's why it's recorded, because he outside right now. Okay.
Yeah. Relying on other people, man.
Oh man, listen. We're finna make this thing happen. So we got some good picks coming up. Some weekend picks. Good stuff. Starting off, well, you know what? If I would act right, let's act right. Like I've been here before. We're gonna start off with World Series Game 2. Yankees, Dodgers. What you got?
Yeah, wait, hold on. We're skipping through a whole portion of this before we get to this game.
What? Wait. Hold on. Prop master. What happened? what did I miss? I'm sorry. It was a recorded show. I thought you wanted to get straight into the pick so you can get out of here.
Prop master said just about no. Everything yesterday. Everything. I think there's maybe one person on our list that didn't even get a hit, but everybody else went absolutely bonkers. Yeah. We hit on just about everything. I mean, let me see. I don't think I have to go back and check labor. There we go.
I know what it is. There was some hits going on. My bad. I thought we was getting right to the pick. So we get this out here. Yeah, let's celebrate. Let's talk about it. Yeah, it was a great day. It was a great day of picks for the prop master.
Great day in picks.
I didn't even do it right. Let me get it right. Big Daddy Long. I didn't put enough energy into it at the beginning. I didn't give it what it needed to get. So y'all need to know, Mr. Lover. Great day of picks yesterday. Great day of picks. If you follow, if you tell any of that stuff, and he was telling y'all, you tell it to go against him and all of that. If you told it, you should have ended up with some shekels. So run them down. What did you have yesterday?
All right, so I'm just getting into the best. So we go best first. Freddie Freeman had him in, and he was he a long shotter?
I missed Freddie Freeman. Yeah, I caught Freddie Freeman for the hit and not the home run. I'm pissed off.
Which is surprising because you usually do the home run and the hits, and if you had him for hits, I figured you had him for a home run too. So
I don't know how I skipped him.
It happens though. Sometimes you think you hit it, and then you go back and it's still sitting in the little inbox saying, "Hey, you want this bet done? Yeah, I've done that before, many times before. But who was on the hit list here? So Juan Carlos got his home run. We already talked about Freddie Freeman got his grand salami. Ohtani got a double. He got a double. Tommy Edman, who I didn't put on, surprisingly. I usually do.
I had Tommy though. I caught Tommy.
You had Tommy, yeah.
Maybe that's where I messed up. Maybe I would Tommy, but no, I still should have caught Freeman on the home run. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, we got the sacrifice fly by Betts. That came through, but that is not the hit that I was looking for. What am I looking for? Torres had 2 hits. That's what happened. He had a double, a single. Stanton, his home run, drove in an RBI. Volpe had an RBI. I didn't get him though. I was thinking about getting him. Juan Soto got a hit. Teoscar got a hit. So just about everybody we talked about on the show showed up, got a hit or a home run. I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Just thought I'd let you know.
Quit waiting around, folks. This is what he's telling y'all. Quit waiting around. You should have been there at that. I don't know what you're waiting up.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're on the game 2. Game 2 is going to be a little bit of the same. The pitcher that's going for the Dodgers. The Yankees. Both of them have a high ERA for this postseason. So there may be a lot of runs in this game too. They have it at 10.5, but I put it at this time around, just because I don't know if that power surge is going to continue to go, especially when Game 2 is going to be really tight. Yankees had their chance to steal Game 1, and they didn't. So I know it just seems like a lot of things are going to be tight. The Yankees still have the pitching advantage, so I don't know. Like I said, Dodgers, they know how to manufacture runs, and that's exactly what they did. Manufactured runs, got the bases juiced, and Freddie Freeman got a pitch that he couldn't refuse, and it was a wrap. So, but I still think it's going to be under. There was 9 runs scored yesterday. I think probably somewhere between 6 to 8 this time around, just because they'll be more cautious. And not every ace got into the game, even though it was a 10 inning game. So take the under on that. But I'm actually taking New York with the light upset. It's a light upset because these teams are pretty evenly matched. It's all about who gets a hold of the right pitch and who makes the least amount of mistakes, basically.
Okay. You calling it a light upset.
Light upset. Light work.
Yankees going into Dodger Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in World Series Game 2.
Yeah.
Light upset?
Yeah, it's light. It's light. Like I said, they're evenly matched. Like you can go bat for bat with each team, just match them up, and they're almost even. Almost even.
Now remember yesterday I said for some reason I was feeling the Yankees.
Yeah. You were right.
I was right. I was right for most of that game.
The 9th inning. Yeah.
Because the 9th inning.
You were right. I thought they were going to pull it out. I didn't know that was going to happen, but it was that one play that they said. I think it was I want to say the 6th inning, 7th inning, where there was a hit up the middle, and Tommy Edman, instead of trying to get the out at first base, he actually just tried to make sure that the run didn't score from third, and that was wildly important. Wildly important.
But so now my question though is, and I don't know if in baseball if you can break a team spirit, but right up to the 9th, you thought you was finna steal one, and then the Dodgers went bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
No. So you gotta think of it this way too. Like, even though it was like a few pitchers that kind of, that let a few pitches get away, got him in the wrong spot, put him, put some runners on bases. The confidence of the bats of the Yankees cannot be shaken. Not all the way through the lineup. There's always going to be at least 1 or 2 bats that are going to overcome. Juan Soto is a champion. He's already won a title. I'm not worried about him at all. So, I mean, if anybody shows up in Game 2, it's definitely going to be him. And then on top of that, they gotta. This is an opportunity to steal, right? They're trying to steal. This is the same type of situation that it is in the NBA and other sports.
Oh, absolutely.
Series is that you're trying to steal that one game in their home away, and if you do, you get home. You got home court. You have home field advantage at that point. So if they don't get this one either, unless they lose like 12-1 or something like that, then I would be worried. But other than that, yeah, close games like that, when they felt that they had the game won, yeah, they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Okay. Hey, I mean, we're gonna find out. Game 2 is should be starting here soon, right?
5:08 Pacific, 8:08.
No, we got about 2 hours.
Yep, get your widgets in. They coming soon.
Get your widgets in.
Widgets in.
College football. What you got?
Hey, college football. All right, so I know a number of these games. I actually posted this earlier today before these games started. So just to give you guys a heads up.
Absolutely. For those of y'all that was in the Discord.
Yep, it's for the
For those of y'all
Discord
that was in the
people.
Discord, these were up
there.
in time for you to be able to get them to get your shekels in. But right now,
Yes.
we're going to just tell you what his thoughts were for the ones that have started already and give you an idea where you can put your shekels for the ones that have not.
Such a professional. All right, so here we go. Number 20, Illinois versus number 1, Oregon. Why did I not know Oregon was number 1? I don't know why I missed that. I don't know how I missed that. That's crazy.
Because it seems like it's been a new number one every
That's
week.
true.
Number one is
That's
really volatile in college
yeah.
football right now.
A couple upsets.
Georgia, Alabama,
Georgia, yeah.
Texas. Was Texas up there?
Texas is they're still number 5 now though. They're number 5 now.
Number one don't mean too much this season. So
evidently not. I mean, a lot of those upsets were on the road too. So that that home field advantage, you never know. They pumping that extra oxygen into the locker room and all that stuff, right? Those old tricks. Sending pizza that leaves you in the bathroom for a day or two. That's what they do. That's what they do on the.
You better bring your own food. Bring your own food on the road, baby.
They do
your own food on the road.
You never know. So I had it was minus 22, so it's easy. I mean, I forgot to put the win and loss on that. I put it on the NFL, but of course I had Oregon winning that game. I was gonna pick the over on that one just because Oregon likes to run up the score, no matter who they're playing. They don't sit on the ball. They really. You see what they tried to do to Colorado last season and a few other teams. They love to run up the score, and I think that's just to make sure that they get the number 1 spot, and they definitely got it. So, Adrian Laundry, what was that? Laufrey, 0.5 touchdowns under. So basically, not supposed to score. I gotta double check and see if he did. 24.5 rushing yards. Take the over on that since that's a light one. Jordan James, 99 rushing yards. Take the over. I already had him for an anytime touchdown. I put that in the Discord earlier today too, so I didn't repost that. 21 Missouri in Tuscaloosa. Is it Tuscaloosa, Alabama?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
it
yes,
is.
It is.
Number 15, Alabama. Alabama by 2 touchdowns. Picked them. Didn't pick the spread on this one because Mizzou's they're pretty decent. Even though they're 21, they're still a decent team. Theo Weiss Jr. 0.5 touchdowns. Take the under. Now he scored. He didn't score last game, but he scored the game before. And he's the top target on Mizzou's team too, so I'm not sure why they had him for that. That's why I put him at a risky frisky. Jalen Milrose, 30.5 passing completions. I put an under on that just because I think he'll run enough that even though he passes a lot too, I think he runs a lot too. So he loves to have the ball in his hand. So I don't think he'll get to that 30.5 pass completion. Not saying he would miss his receivers. I'm just saying he won't pass enough to get there. May or may not be right about that. But let me see. 19 pass completions. Let me see. So Oh, yeah. So I messed up on that. I meant to say pass attempts. 30 pass attempts. And then the under on that, and 19 pass completions, the under on that. And they're both risky friskies or frisky riskies. Either way works.
I'm always here for the friskies and the riskies. Let's go.
Number 5, Texas, in going into Vandy, upset city. Vandy's 17-point dog. Not touching the spread on that one. And I was actually going to go under on that game because Vandy's an upset city this year. That's why they're in the top 25 for some reason. But, some reason. That's the reason. DeAndre Moore Jr., 0.5 TDs under, which I know that he has. He's another one that's one of the top targets on Texas. But I know Vandy has a good game plan. They actually shut down one of the other top wide receivers when they had their upset win earlier this season. Jaden Blue, running back, anytime touchdown. That's pretty much almost a free square. And number 3, Penn State and Wisconsin. I think this is the game that Jeffrey requested. I had let me see, Wisconsin's 6.5 dogs. I had Penn State winning that game. I didn't have them covering the spread at first, but I think I would have them covering the spread just because they're number 3. And if they start out high, Penn State basically runs the air out of the ball near the end of the game. So Nicholas Singleton, anytime touchdown. Hopefully he scored. Braden Locke, QB, 1.5 pass touchdowns. Take the under on that. And 181 yards passing. Take the over on that. He might have thrown 2 touchdowns or 2 interceptions already. So we'll see what happens with that. Number 9, LSU. Number 14, Texas A&M. That's a pick'em game, 54.5. You can definitely take the over on that. Garrett Nussmeier, 0.5 interceptions. Take the over on that. I think he threw one. I don't know if he didn't. Yeah, maybe in the last game he didn't throw one. But the 3 games before that, he threw at least 1 interception. So I'm just going off the trends on that. So that seemed like that was a no-brainer. Yeah, especially when you're going against a top team like Texas A&M. They have a decent defense. 286.5 passing yards. Take the over on that, and 22.5 pass completions. Take the over on that too. I will change that in post because that's supposed to say over. Connor Wegman, 1.5 passing touchdowns. Take the under on that. Jabari Barber, 0.5 touchdown. Take the under on that. He was a sneaky one because he actually had a touchdown every other game for the last 4 games, I think, 5 games. But he's not the top target on the team. But he actually popped for a pick, so I put him on there. Cincinnati, 56.5 is the total on that. Going into Boulder to face Colorado, 6.5 point favorites. Picking Colorado, of course. Picking the under on that, though, even though Cincinnati's run, they got a good running game, good offensive line. I'm picking the under on that one just because I think the clock's going to run out before they get to that score. Let me see. Shador, 1.5 interceptions. Take the over. For some reason, every other game he's thrown an interception in the last 3 games. So I'm just taking the trend. Doesn't mean they're not going to win. Just means that, he's trying to force some passes. This is another big game. It's a huge game. So, it happens every once in a while. And he's even taken himself out of the Heisman Trophy race a few weeks ago. So he's pulling for Travis to get it. 2.5 passing yards up, passing touchdowns. He's definitely going to get that. Might get 5 like Lamar did. You never know.
Let's go.
I think all the weapons are back. I hope Omari Miller's back, but I'm not sure about that. But the weapons are there, so it should be easy pickings for that. Travis Hunter, anytime touchdown. I did have him for under 99.5 receiving yards. The last couple games that he's been in, he hasn't finished. All right, so I'm just going off of the trends. I don't know if they're going to make a concerted effort to rest him now. If they do, I wouldn't blame him. I'd be doing the same thing, even though I know he wants to play. He does not want to sit. We know that. But I just don't feel that he'll be in the game enough to get that number. Let me check this real quick before receiving.
Yeah, 'cause I got a question. I got a strategy question for you. So once you have securely hit all requirements to be bowl eligible, do you think about sitting him then?
No. Gotta play him.
Let him play.
Yeah, you let him play. You throttle back maybe 10 or 15 plays, maybe.
So you're gonna let him go for the Heisman? Because I think to me, I feel like for Travis, and I got my conspiracy theories and all of that. Y'all know who I am. I feel like The only way he stays in contention is if he continues to play on both sides of the ball. Although I feel like he's had a Heisman caliber season on both sides of the ball individually already. I think he's had Heisman moments on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has. You're running up against the other part of it too. Is the stats? I know that Rob the man was he was adamant about it too. That Travis Hunter had enough Heisman trophy moments, Heisman moments that he should be able to get it. But there's a couple people that are and let's be honest, one of the Ashty, I think it's Ashty. At Boise State, they're not playing the top talent. They're just not. And he's averaging like 2 touchdowns a game and almost 200 yards. I mean, his minimum this week was 198 yards rushing. Oh, wow. And they were still picking the over on it. So he was he was another one of those guys I had put on the anytime touchdown. I actually put him in for the possible 2 touchdown game, which is more than possible with who they were playing. But Travis Hunter in the last 3 games, 17 yards, 26 yards, 89 yards receiving. So I just didn't think that he would actually break the 100-yard mark. He may get a couple touchdowns. I mean, he has a nose for the ball. We get it down by the end zone. Anything can happen.
Right.
But yeah, I just picked the under on the receiving yards. So.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
So staying in football, but moving to the big leagues, baby, to the NFL Sunday football. What you got for us?
All right. So we have on the schedule. So Philly in Cincinnati. So Philly, we don't know what to think of Philly. I honestly, the only reason I put them on there is because the total over under was high enough to the point where you may have you got Jamar on one side, you have the 2 wide receiver. I don't know if both of them are playing on the other side, but then you got Saquon Barkley too. So they all have weapons. Both teams have weapons. It's probably going to come down to who keeps their quarterback upright the longest, because both front fours get a lot of pressure. They get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So I think Cincinnati was sacking the mess out of somebody last week. Philly Philly had like 6 or 7 sacks in their last game. So there's going to be pressure on the quarterback, but there's still going to be opportunities to score. So I'm picking Philly for the win and taking the over on that one. It's a little frisky because it is in Cincinnati and Joe Burrow plays better at home, evidently. Jalen Hurts, 219.5 passing yards, take the over. 1.5 passing TDs, take the over. Anytime touchdown for him, which means the tush push, and that's not even a frisky risky. That's basically a part of their play lineup. Saquon Barkley, 81.5 yards rushing, take the over on that with the anytime touchdown. He could have broke his personal rushing record, but there was snippets on the sideline where the coach was like, you know what, I know you're close to your goal, but we want to we're gonna put the young guys in to get some run. And he was like, hey, you know what? Let the kids eat. I'm good with it. I'm good with it, coach. So that's a good sign by Saquon Barkley. Against his old team, he definitely could have had a personal record, but he decided, hey, you know what? Let the young kids eat, so we can get better, right? So you gotta like that from your star players. Joe Burrow, 1.5 touchdowns. Take the over on that. With Jamar and Higgins and the tight end they're starting to look at him a little bit. And then you got 2 pass catching running backs out of the backfield. Should be easy. 259.5 passing yards. I don't know why I missed that too. I thought I had that one in there. That should be the over on that with those kind of weapons in the lineup. 76.5 receiving yards. Take the over on that with 5.5 catches. I'm estimating 7 or 8 catches, 120 yards with a touchdown or 2. Take the anytime touchdown for Jamar Chase. He is matchup proof, basically. So yeah, take that. Baltimore Ravens going into Cleveland. 44.5 is the over under. This okay. So I did this about a few weeks ago with Baltimore. Um, be careful. Be careful of this game because it is a rivalry game, and they're going on the road to Cleveland. And even though Watson is out for the season, um, what's his Mr. Crablegs is starting the court. Or no. Oh yeah, he might. Well, Mr. Crablegs may come in. He's a third string emergency quarterback for Cleveland, which he moves up to rank number 2. But they may play him if the quarterback, the second string quarterback that they're putting in starts to struggle. They may put Crablegs in. So be ready for that. Lamar Jackson, 199 yards passing. I have no idea why it was that low. I caught it early in the day, so I put it on there. Take the over on that. 1.5 passing TDs. Take the over on that. That was actually an expected value bet. So, and being that he threw 5 touchdowns last week, seems like a no-brainer. 93 and a half rushing yards. Take the over that on that with Derrick Henry. I don't know if anybody saw his 81-yard run last week. That dude is 6'4", 6'5", 260 pounds, and his top speed on that run was 21 miles per hour. He was running away from cornerbacks. Right, the safety had to come all the way from the other side of the field to cut him at the legs. That is unreal to me. So, for the Cleveland Browns, Elijah Moore, 2.5 receptions. We don't know who's even going to be passing the ball over, but Moore looks to be like their number 1 wide receiver. Take the over on the receptions. He should at least get 3. 29.5 receiving yards. Take the over on that. Those are both risky friskies, like I said, or frisky riskies, because we don't know who the quarterback's going to be for sure. And if we do know who the quarterback is today, we don't know if he's going to finish the game. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. David Njoku, 5.5 receptions. I'll take the under on that. I was going to do an anytime touchdown for him, but we don't know who the quarterback's going to be. So this is a frisky risky for sure. And let's see the next one. So we have Green Bay going into Jacksonville. Jacksonville's only a 4-point dog. That's weird. I know Jacksonville has some weapons and they've been doing some good things with the youngster at wide receiver, but that's guy. I don't know about that. That's crazy to me.
I don't sleep on him.
Yeah, I
don't know nothing about Jacksonville. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm taking the under on that just because I think Green Bay may blow them out early, and it just they may play bend but don't break defense. Taking the under on that, taking for the win. Jordan Love 2.5 touchdown passes. Taking the over on that. Too many weapons. Josh Jacobs just got his first touchdown, catching touchdown of his career last week, so I know that's not going to change. 259 yards passing. Take the over on that. Jaden Reed, 57.5 receiving yards. Take the over on that. And his 4.5 receptions. Not sure why the receiving yards are that low. The receptions I know because they have like a bunch of weapons and he spreads the ball around. But yeah, take both of those as the over. Trevor Lawrence, 1.5 passing TDs. Take the over on that. I should have put that as a risky frisky the way his season and his career has gone since this rookie year. 219 yards passing. Take the over. They're going to be behind. They're going to be passing. Brian Thomas Jr. Very, very, very nice surprise. Take the over on his 57.5 receiving yards and take the over on his 4.5 receptions because he's definitely going to have more than that. Let me save that, mark that down. And then we have Indiana going into Houston. Indiana, I think Richardson's back, but he's a little bit shaky. 45.5 is the over under. I'm taking the over on that because I know Houston can score. Their defense is off and on. They do keep the games close, but as far as scoring goes, they don't really stop a whole lot of people from scoring. They just in the end, they make the plays that they're supposed to make. Take the over on that and take the win to Houston and the spread. Anthony Richardson, take him for I know that's 0.5 passing touchdowns. Take him for 1 touchdown today. Joe Mixon, anytime touchdown, 79.5 rushing yards. Joe Mixon was a monster in Cincinnati. He's a monster in Houston when he's healthy. Definitely take the overs on both of those. And Buffalo Bills go into Seattle. Oh, goodness gracious. 45.5 is the over under. Take the over on that. And then I'm actually betting, wagering with my head over heart. Take Buffalo in the points.
What?
They're just Buffalo. What? They don't. Seattle can't stop a running quarterback. They can't. They cannot. And the running game, you saw the running game. The running game gave up a ridiculous game 2 weeks ago. So I'm not too high on it. Hopefully we can pull off the mild upset. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it. So James Cook, who I have in my fantasy league, 1.5 receptions. He should get 2, but as I look at it, I think there was a couple games where he didn't catch any, and I'm a little bit irritated about that because all the other wide receivers he were throwing to before Amari Cooper showed up, they were dropping a lot of passes. So I don't know why you wouldn't throw to your back a little bit more, even though he was out with a toe, I think a few weeks ago. So I mean, yeah, still no excuse. I'm not trying to make excuse for these cats. You need to put these guys in, especially if they're on my fantasy league. What the hell? But anyway, with that said, 59.5 rushing yards, take the over. Geno Smith, 259.5 passing yards, take the over on that. Tyler Lockett, 4.5 receiving receptions, take the over. He in the last game, he actually got open and Geno actually started passing him the ball. So Tyler Lockett could probably catch 4 or 5 passes on one drive for you. So that's the kind of player he is. He's second in franchise history behind Steve Largent for receptions and yards and just about everything you can think of. So he is going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Doesn't seem like it, but he is. Let's see. Dallas and San Francisco. This is the game that we love to see just because we love to see Dallas get whooped. And I'm picking that for San Francisco. 47.5. Take the over on that.
I was actually surprised you picked this one. I didn't expect.
What you mean? Oh, this one? Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna do it, but I was like, why not? Why not? I'm a Seahawks fan, and just about everybody hates Dallas Cowboy fans except for Dallas Cowboy fans. Might as well. Why not have some fun with it? Dak Prescott, 254 yards passing. Take the over on that. Even though he, I don't think he broke 200 last night. I think he barely broke 150 if I'm remembering right. But 1.5 touchdowns. Take the over on that. Just think that maybe even in garbage time he'll be able to get some touchdowns in. Jake Ferguson, 39.5 receiving yards. Take the over. 3.5 receptions. Take the over. CeeDee Lamb is most likely their most viable receiver, but of course Ferguson's is a safety valve. So hopefully he sees them enough to actually get those thresholds. Brock Purdy, 259.5 passing yards, take the over. Not sure if any of his weapons are coming back. The only weapon he really has is George Kittle for the passing game. I think Jennings is still out. Debo is out. Ayuk, I think he's out. So I don't even know who he's going to throw to. Probably a bunch of fullback passes and end arounds and all kind of misdirection stuff. But I think George Kittle, he'll probably have a good game. Jordan Mason, 78.5 rushing yards, take the over. he is still messing. His AC joint is still messing with him, so I'm kind of worried about him. I do have him starting anyway, but we'll see what happens. Take the over on that.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
It's interesting.
A lot of picks.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's still a lot of picks. I tried to shorten it. It's still a lot of picks. Mm-hmm.
And no NHL.
You know, that was the thing. The NHL started early today, so I thought I had missed them all. But then I looked and I was like, "Oh, I didn't miss any of them. I only missed one. All the other ones were going." But you know what? We're taking a nice little break. We'll be back on Monday with it, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure.
With the hockey pick. So never fret. We'll get it done. But I did put some side hockey bets in. We'll see how those round robins parlay up.
Yeah, let us know how those go. Interested too how your daily fantasy lineups are going. If you still doing that,
daily fantasy. So last week I broke even. The week before I earned a couple shekels. Missed a couple of players that could have got me into like the top 100 where I could have won somewhere around top 100 gets you about $40 per lineup. And when you're only playing $1 a lineup, that's a pretty good return on your shekels. So hopefully I have to get all the cheat sheets together, and then I still have to send you a few of those cheat sheets that we usually get.
Yeah, for sure.
Just make sure we know which defenses are susceptible. My other buddy that actually bets with his decimals a couple of places to the right. He sent me a cheat sheet, so I gotta hopefully he can get me that before he goes off to this Halloween party that some of him and some of my ex co-workers are going.
Yeah, it's Halloween. That's right. It's spooky weekend.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. It's a Halloween weekend over here. So I gotta go. So hopefully if I get that, I'll send that over to you. That I cannot put in the Discord because I don't know. I haven't vetted it enough to make sure that it's something that will work for you guys. So when it does, I'll let you know. It's only halfway through.
For sure.
And we got plenty of time to build up some shekels and get ready for the playoffs.
Okay, and with that, let's get on with it.
Moves up to the day. The moves up to the day. What do you got?
Just sneaking them in there. Aaron, here comes the judge. I know he was kind of shaky last night, but in Aaron Judge we trust. He's up there. Or Big Juan Carlos Stanton. You already saw that. Oh, if you did not see his home run last night, go back on YouTube and watch that thing. That thing hit the moon and came down. I think when he hit that home run so hard and high that I think it was still going up when it left the fences. That's how it was ridiculous. It was basically he hit that ball and everybody was like, if it's fair, there wasn't even a doubt if it was going to be a home run. All they were saying was, hey, if it's fair, it's gone. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that was one of the highest home runs I've seen in a long time. I think Ohtani hit one. Who did he hit one again? I think he hit one against. I can't remember a couple of rounds ago, but that one almost touched the sky too. But yeah, I'm always gonna, even though both of them have a bad matchup against the starting pitcher with the Dodgers, I'm still picking those two to hit, or one of them to hit a moonshot today. And then I got Enrique Hernandez, Mr. Sneaky Enrique. So Enrique had a good matchup. He actually had one of the best matchups against Cole in game one. So I put him up there. I also put Tommy Edman up there just because I missed him yesterday. Tommy Edman had 2 hits yesterday. And he had a couple of defensive gems. He almost blew one play too, though. Let somebody off on base. But Tommy Edman, we're gonna trust him. Put him in there. Put him in your lineup for a hit.
All right. Tommy Edman, you like it, Tommy?
Tommy Edman.
Well, y'all know what come next.
Oh boy.
He had some moonshots. And y'all know him, Mr. Lover. MJLover23. Whereas he's known around here. Big Daddy so, y'all know what it is. He is here with the long dong extra shots of the day, baby. The long dong extra shots of the day.
Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Or Shohei Ohtani. Mookie, he actually, I think he had an RBI. He had that sacrifice. Had a sacrifice fly that actually drove in a run. So he did get an RBI, which was good. So if you had a hit, RBI or a home run, yeah, you hit on that one. Ohtani, I mean, we don't have to say much. It is what it is. They gave him credit for a double, but he got the third on the air and the good base running. But that still counts as total bases, by the way. So if you do 1.5 bases, that's still gonna, or 2.5 bases, that's still gonna up your shekel count. Juan Soto, as we just spoke of, champion, not worried about him at all. He still got a hit. They walked him twice too, so they know about him. Or Gleyber Torres, 2 hits yesterday. His matchup with the pitcher that's coming up isn't that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. So get them in for both a hit and one or the other for a home run. It's a nice picture too. Juan Soto.
Thank you so much. We try around here. Oh, Juan Soto. I want y'all to know who some of these people are. I want y'all to know who they are. Because baseball, I kind of know some of them a little bit better than the hockey players. But why not?
Why not?
But I mean, hey, we wanted to make sure we got the picks to you. It's the picks of the weekend. You know what? I'm gonna have to talk to big long dongs over here because we needed some anytime touchdowns. I like my anytime touchdowns. But
we did have anytime touchdowns.
The NFL?
I posted them.
My picks?
I did. We can go through them right now if you want.
Yeah, please, because I don't know how I missed them.
All right. So you guys get your pencil and pens out. I'm going to run.
Yeah. Get your pen out. Let me get my pen out because I'm like, I need to see where I missed them.
So the college ones are on the Discord, and also the NFL ones are on the Discord too. I did not put the first touchdowns on here, so I just did anytime, even though it does say anytime and first touchdown.
And we could just go through NFL if you want to.
Oh yeah, NFL is fine because I know most of these games are over for college, so you guys can go back and just double check them. It might have been me too, so I'm just going back and looking what I posted real quick.
No, you know what it is? I probably didn't go up. That's what it is. I didn't go up far enough.
Yep, they are there.
I didn't go up far enough. It's the engineer's fault. They were there. They was there.
They're in the truck. What's going on in the truck?
In the truck, man. He usually, you know what it is? He usually send us one long message. And
I do. Right. Yeah.
He trying to trick us, but that's okay.
It's all right.
All right. We know what to do from now on. We won't miss him no more. Yeah, we appreciate you running through these NFL anytime first time.
We have 7 of these jokers, and I'll go through one by one. Jonathan Taylor is back, I think. So if he's back, he's basically they run him into the ground until he gets hurt again. So I don't get it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But anytime touchdown for him. Derrick Henry, of course, anytime touchdown. Cleveland, he may not get 2 touchdowns. So just get it ready, but he may get the 1. Joe Mixon, anytime touchdown. That's Indiana, Houston. So Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor are in the same game. Look for that game to be high scoring. Kenneth Walker, the 3rd, Seattle, anytime touchdown, either in garbage time or the first touchdown of the game. Look for him. Breece Hall, anytime touchdown. Jets are in New England. Too many weapons for them to stop. Breece Hall's going to do his thing. David Montgomery and Jamar Gibbs. Now you can pick either or for anytime touchdown, or you can pick both. But David Montgomery's back, and he's their designated goal line back. And Jamari Gibbs is just dynamic. He has a chance to score at any time. So you can pick either one of those, or you can put them into a parlay and do both, and then make sure you're running back with a single bet.
Got it. Appreciate that. Y'all, listen, that's it. That was all I could ask for. Time touchdowns was there. I missed them. That's my fault. Appreciate you.
Oh, we'll make it up. We'll make it up in other picks.
Make it up. What you got before we get out of here?
We're getting the parlay thing is getting close to being not solved, but actually finding a couple of strategies to try to get the most out of those parlays. I will keep you posted. I will let Cess know what's going on. I am hoping that one of my sites will actually allow me to do squares, which they do not right now. I'm still waiting for an answer back from one of them on if they're going to allow me to do it. So we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. But other than that, yeah, happy wagering.
Happy wagering, absolutely. It's gonna be a great weekend of sports. We back on Monday.
Oh wait,
never left.
There is something.
What you got? What up?
So I am currently keeping track of the win losses for each sport that we are doing wagers on, and the total and the percentages. So every week I'm going to submit something to Cess and see what she feels would look like a good representative of a chart or a slide, so you guys can get a good idea of how many games we're picking and the accuracy and all that stuff. And even though this is for entertainment and educational purposes, there's still some shekels to be made.
Oh yeah, always some shekels to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Always some shekels to be made. Like it's always a free trial. It's always a free trial.
Oh yeah, I signed up for that.
I'm learning from the prop master.
That makes
always a free trial.
4 free trials.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't say there's no trial. There's always a free trial. I need y'all to know that. And with that, y'all, we're gonna go and get out of here. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We gone. Even on the recording. We can't leave, y'all. Without some type of golden egg.
We gotta do it. Easter eggs, breaking it open. Anthony Rizzo. He is an easy plus bet to get a hit. Extra base hit. You could probably get away with that too. Just keep that in mind. Also, or Anthony Wells, another EV bet for a hit. So you can actually put both of them in for a hit. Each one of these two can hit home runs too. Wells probably more than Rizzo, even though Rizzo is a big boy. Wells is the one that's hit a home. He's hit at least one home run in the postseason. This go around. So there's your Easter eggs. Add them to any one of your. If you pick two kind of free spots or laydowns, add one or both of these to that, so you can add extra shekels to your wagering bankroll.
All right, y'all heard it here first. Get them bets in. For entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only. If you need it, use it. 1-800-GAMBLER. Text them 800-GAM. Pull up on their website 1-800-GAMBLERchat.org. Don't bet the house on it. Get the help that you need. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Talk soon. We are